1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. 1 2 1 2. There we go. Well, good evening and welcome to Edgar High School. It's another Football Friday night here on ZaleskiSports.com as the Edgar Wildcats continue their quest for a back-to-back Division VII high school football championship and a Level 3 game here tonight against the Oshkosh Lourdes Academy Knights. And it's a cool, crisp night here for high school playoff football. I'm Tom King. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Trevor Zaleski, my producer-engineer tonight, as Lourdes comes in with a record of 7-4 and a high-powered offense. They put a lot of points on the board so far this season, but they're a bit banged up coming into this game. I'm told they have 6 starters who are out with injuries tonight, including a number of those who play on both offense and defense. Edgar coming in mostly healthy, just the 2 guys who've been injured most of the year. Jace Affelbeck and Brock Maurer continue to be out, but the Wildcats have won 9 in a row to run their record to 10-1, and they're coming off the win last week against Shiocton, 37-0. In fact, they've pitched back-to-back shutouts in the first 2 weeks of the high school football playoffs, beating Pittsville 36-0 and Shiocton 37-0. They've won 9 games in a row since their only loss of the season. That was back on Friday, August 30th to Stratford. Stratford, one of just 4 Central Wisconsin teams still alive tonight in the quest for a high school football championship. Stratford is playing Lake Country Lutheran tonight. DC Everest is on the road at Waunakee, and Medford playing at home against La Crosse Logan. Along with Edgar, the only 4 Central Wisconsin teams still alive. And if Edgar's going to do it tonight, it's going to be a question of defense. They're going to have to play defense against this high-powered Lourdes offense led by their quarterback, Wade Lindahl, as he comes in, believe it or not, these numbers, 2,140 yards passing this season for Lindahl. He also has 841 yards on the ground for the Knights. But as we mentioned, they are banged up, so we'll see how that translates into tonight's game. Lourdes plays in the Trailways Conference, and they finished about in the middle of the pack. Johnson Creek won that conference title. The other teams in that conference, Randolph, Cambria, Friesland, Westfield, Palmyra, Eagle, Parkview, Albany, and Dodgeland. Let's take a listen. Actually, we're going to do starting lineups first before we get to the national anthem. Oshkosh Lourdes going to be led on offense by their senior quarterback, Wayne Lindahl. The running back to watch tonight will be Brady Bauer, although he's got an ankle sprain. He will play a little bit. Brady Ridenauer, their top wide receiver and running back. Also, the offensive line for Lourdes, led by seniors Vinnie Force, Remy Force, Lane Bradley, and sophomore Maximus Benke for head coach Kevin Wopat. For the Edgar Wildcats, their defense tonight, Tucker Strite in the defensive backfield, along with Gavin Maurer, Leighton Shewitt. We'll talk more about Leighton here in a little bit because he's got some records on his mind tonight as well, and Maverick Butt in the defensive backfield. The linebackers include Will Hackle and also Lucas Estanki and Ty Schnelly. Up front, Dakota Ellenbecker, Fletcher Weiland, Alex Schneider, and Corey Keppel. For head coach Jerry Sins, just 2 wins away from 100 playoff victories in his coaching career. He's got 98 coming into tonight's action. The other records we're going to be watching tonight, Leighton Shewitt, the big receiver for the Wildcats, needs 1 catch to pass the title for most catches in a career. He also needs 20 yards of offense tonight to pass the record for yardage in a career as well. And you got to believe Edgar's going to try to get those records for Leighton Shewitt here tonight. I would imagine they'll maybe go to him early tonight, but we'll see what happens. We'll take a listen to the Edgar Band to do the national anthem here, and then we'll get set for kickoff in this Division VII playoff game.
And now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we have those who are able to stand and move their hats as the VFW Post 10187 raises our flag, and the Edgar Pep Band, under the direction of Dennis Webb, plays our national anthem.
All right. Well, Edgar coming in, as we mentioned, with 2 shutout wins in their first 2 playoff games over Pittsville and Shiocton. Lourdes Academy coming in with 2 close wins in high-scoring games. They beat Crivets back on October 25th, 23-21, and they knocked off Hilbert last Friday night, 35-27. Our game being brought to you in part tonight by Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more at nicolaybank.com. Lourdes won the toss, and they elected to defer, so Edgar's going to get the football to begin this contest. As you can see, Edgar in their green jerseys, white pants, green helmets. Lourdes, white jerseys, black pants, and I'm told that's red trim, although it looks orange to me, but we'll call it red. It's going to be Will Hackle and Maverick Butt to drop back deep here for the Wildcats. I think Ryan Mullen is the kicker for Oshkosh Lourdes. He's a junior. Ryder Mullen, excuse me. So they all approach the football as a group, and now they'll spread out. I'm not quite sure what the point of that is. It's going to be a squib kick, onside kick, and Edgar's going to recover it. So Lourdes tried a little trickery to start the game, an onside kick fielded by the Wildcats, and Edgar's going to have great field position to start this first possession of the game. Tried to catch him napping, but the Edgar front line was there and ready to recover the onside kick. I think that was that Schnelly that covered that up? It's going to be 1st and 10 for Edgar at their own 49-yard line. Schuett split out wide to the far side. We'll be watching him. Eye backfield behind Tucker Stride, who's under center. Wing to the right. And they're going to give it to the deep man in the eye. That's Hackle, and he's going to break a tackle and maybe get a yard. Maybe got it across midfield. Not much there for Hackle. Call it a pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8. Hackle's been doing a great job. He's the speedster, although they all can run a little bit. Maverick Butt, Gavin Maurer, but Hackle's got that great cutback speed that we've seen so often in the last few weeks for the Wildcats. Split backfield behind Strite. This time now strong side shift to the left. And they're going to pitch it and try to get Hackle around the left side. And he is going to be strung out and knocked out of bounds after a short gain. Got it down near the 46. He wasn't able to get the corner there, but was able to pick up positive yardage. Picked up about 3 on that. 3rd down and 5 for Edgar. I would imagine already in Lourdes territory, this will be 4-down territory for Edgar if they don't pick it up here. But we'll see. Maybe they'll want to play field position and pin him deep. Schuett comes in motion. Strike's going to hand it off. This is Maverick Butt. He breaks through, and he's down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, but inside the 25-yard line. And a big 3rd down run for Maverick Butt will pick up the 1st down. About 22 or 23 on that explosion by Maverick Butt down the near sideline. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Lourdes 23-yard line. Dom Contreras in the game will split out wide right. Stride will operate out of the gun this time. He's got the backs back there with him. They're going to play action. He wants to throw. He's looking. He throws it out. He's going to overshoot his intended receiver. He's trying to get Maverick Butt, but he threw it well over his head. Incomplete. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Butt was open. Would have picked up big yardage, maybe a 1st down, but the pass sailed over his head as Stride threw on the run. Schuett comes to the near side. Wing left, Stride under center. And they're going to hand it off. This is Hackle inside the 20, breaks a tackle, getting it down near the 15. And that is going to be Pickup of about 7 on that. Call it 3rd and 3.
Gain of 7 on the play will bring up 3rd and 3.
Kind of surprising that Lourdes won the toss and elected to defer. With that high-powered offense, you'd think they'd want to get on the field first, and then they try the onside kick, which Edgar recovers, giving them a short field, and now they've marched it right down. It's 3rd down and 3. The ball's at the 16-yard line. Straight under center. Split backfield behind him. Quarterback keeper. Strike breaks through, and he's going to run to the end zone for a touchdown. They must have seen something there that the Lourdes defense gave up the middle of the field, and Strite went through almost untouched for a 16-yard touchdown run for Tucker Strite. And Edgar's on the board first. They lead at 6-0. I think they would have been very happy just to get the first down, but there was nobody there for the Knights, and Strite takes it in for the score, and now they'll go for 2 points as they normally do in this situation. So the first possession of the game and an early lead for the Wildcats, 6-0, pending the 2-point conversion as Tucker Strite will operate out of the gun. Strite wants to throw, rolls out, being rushed. Now he throws it back the other way. It's going to be caught. Yes, 2-point conversion for Gavin Maurer. He was all alone as he released to the near side, and Strite floated it out there. Maurer bobbled it for a moment, but hung on, and it's 8-0. Edgar, back in a moment. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a unique space to host your next event or business meeting? Check out the Milk House at Miltram Farms. You can view the cows being milked by the robots, play in the sand table, or start your own farm on the farm simulator. We have space for up to 125 people indoors, or you can sit outside and enjoy the farm views from our grain bin gazebo and make s'mores on the corn crib fireplace. Check us out on Facebook to see our upcoming events, or go to our website at miltramfarms.com to see availability.
And we're back here at Edgar High School as the Wildcats will kick off. Jarvis Coven will kick off here as the Wildcats march it right down the field and score the opening points of the game. They lead at 8-0 on the 16-yard quarterback sneak from Tucker Strite. One of the longer quarterback sneaks you'll see. I'm wondering if that play was actually called, or if it was called at the line of scrimmage when Strite saw that there was nobody in the middle of the field. Maybe he just took it and went straight ahead. I'll have to ask Jerry Sins after the game if that was a called quarterback sneak just to pick up the first down, or if that was called at the line of scrimmage. Here's Covid's kick. It's going to be taken at about the 20, across the 25, the 30, and now flags fly in all over the field, and that's probably going to be a hold. That'll be coming back. Making the special teams tackle was Ty Schnelly, and it'll be first down Lourdes when they figure out where they're going to mark the football after the holding call. So I'm interested to see this high-powered Oshkosh Lourdes offense led by this quarterback. Wade Lindahl, senior quarterback, 6 foot, 193-pounder. He's got 841 yards rushing. He's got 2,140 yards passing so far this season. They're going to mark it back to about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Knights will start their first possession of the game, and it looks like immediately they'll line up in shotgun. They've got 2 receivers to the far side and 2 lined up here to the near side as well. And they're going to play action. They want to throw. Here comes the blitz, and they're going to knock down the quarterback. He's able to get back to the line of scrimmage, avoid the sack, and get back to the line of scrimmage, I think. Actually going to lose a yard on that, so call it a sack and a loss of a yard for Lindahl on the big rush. Corey Keppel and Fletcher Weiland on the stop for the Wildcats. Second down and 11. I would imagine Edgar likes to bring pressure. They like to bring defensive backs in on blitzes, and we've seen that a lot this year. And with this quarterback and this pass-happy offense, maybe we'll see a lot of that tonight. Schuetz in single coverage out here to the near side. They've got 2 receivers split to the far side. And this time Lindahl's going to keep it, and he's going to be dragged backwards and go nowhere. It's going to be another loss as the Edgar defensive front getting back into the backfield. Dakota Ellenbecker, they're going to give him forward progress.
Loss of a yard on the play.
Call it third and about 12.
Bring up third and 11.
Yeah, they've marked it right about where he was, so I can't believe he got back to the line of scrimmage as the Edgar defense was in the backfield almost as the snap got to him. One of the offensive linemen has been moved to wide receiver for Lourdes tonight because of all the injuries, so they've got a new guy in at one of the tackle spots. Here's three receivers split out to the near side, one to the far side. Man comes in motion. Lindahl's going to roll out. He's being rushed. He gets rid of it. He's got it complete across the 30. It's going to be short of the first down, I believe. The pass completed to Brayden Studinsky.
To Ryder Mullen, brought down by Ty Schnelly.
Was that Mullen who made the catch or Studinsky? Going to be about a pickup of about 10 on that. They say Mullen made the catch. All right. So it's going to be 4th down and 1, and now Lourdes with that, you'd think with that high-powered offense, and they know that they're going to have to maintain possession of the ball tonight as much as they possibly can to keep that high-powered Edgar offense off the field. They're going to go for it here. Or at least they're going to try to catch Edgar offside if they can. We'll see if they actually snap the football here. Lindahl out of the gun. Edgar well back from the line. They're not going to get caught offside. And they're just gonna count down, and then they'll punt the football. They're going to take a timeout as well, so we'll take one as well. 8:13 to play first quarter. Edgar leads at 8-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
At Bayme Insurance Agency, our staff has a genuine interest in finding insurance solutions for you. We'll make finding insurance easy for you by shopping and comparing quotes from multiple companies. As an independent agency, we are a more flexible and competitive option and will tend to your present needs, while also anticipating any changes in your future. Bayme Insurance, providing high-quality insurance in central Wisconsin since 1938.
Weeks Pub and Grill, located in Rib Falls. Open 7 days a week. Now serving breakfast on Sunday mornings from 8 to 11:30 a.m. A proud supporter of all Edgar athletic teams. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and upcoming events. Thank you to the Edgar community for your continued support.
Tom King back here at Edgar High School as it looks like the Knights are still going to go for it here. 4th down and a yard in their own territory at the 24-yard line, or the 34-yard line, and the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to get the first down. Lindahl powers ahead across the 35 to about the 38, and it's a first down on the 5-yard run by Lindahl.
Lourdes, 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
And a first down for the Knights at their own 39-yard line. Our game brought to you in part by our game day sponsors, RJH Process Fabs, JBC Screen Printing, the Edgar Football Alumni, the Butts Garage, Kaiser Properties, and PBA Trucking. 3 receivers sent out to the far side, 1 to the near side. And Lindahl out of the gun once again, and he's going to keep it again. He's got a hole, and he had to stop. He had ran into one of his own men as he got it out across the 45 to about the 46. Pickup of about 7 on that on the run for Lindahl, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 3, maybe 4. 2nd and 3. Call it 7 on the pickup. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Spring Valley and Boyceville. They're scoring off in Spring Valley tonight. That's a 1 against a 2 seed over there. 2nd down and 3, and Lindahl's going to keep it again, and he is going to be dropped for a loss. Back at about the 39-yard line, Maverick Butt coming in to make the tackle for the loss. And it'll be 3rd down. Schneider in on the stop as well. Butt was there. It's going to be 3rd down, about 5. So Lindahl has 8 net yards on 5 carries. 3 tackles for loss already for this Edgar defense against the Lourdes quarterback. They've got 2 wings now and 3 receivers in the formation. And out of the gun once again. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being rushed. He throws. He's got a man that's caught. It's going to be a first down. Strite will make the stop. And the catch made by Adam Dinnigan. And that is going to be a pickup of about 17 on the catch. Dinnigan getting a start tonight because of injuries to this Lourdes wide receiver core, and he makes the catch there. He was open, and a good throw by Lindahl for the first down. So the Knights in Edgar territory for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 on the 43. This Edgar secondary is going to be tested tonight against this team. No question about it. When you throw 4 receivers in the formation every time. Now an inside handoff and positive yardage down inside the 40. Ridenauer on the carry. Snelly in on the stop, like Alex Schneider in there as well. Call it 5 on the carry for Ridenauer, and it's going to be 2nd down and 5. 5:47 to play first quarter. Edgar leading 8-0. Edgar, the defending Division 7 state champion, looking to get back to Camp Randall if they can win tonight and next week as well. Got to take care of business one night at a time, and they lead it here 8-0 as Lourdes will attack again. Lindahl on the run this time. He's going to pick up positive yardage. Going to be short of the first down. Austin Schreiber on the tackle for the Wildcats. Pickup of 2 on the carry for Lindahl. It's going to be 3rd down and a couple. Probably 4-down territory here if you're Oshkosh Lourdes. 3 receivers out wide left, 1 to the near side. Tight coverage by Schuett on him. They're going to hand it off to Ridenauer again. He's got a big hole through the middle, and he is going to be dragged down by Gavin Maurer, but not until he gets inside the 20-yard line. And it is going to be a pickup of about pickup of about 22 on that carry for Ridenauer that time. Got it down to about the 11-yard line. Actually got about down to the 16-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 16. Ridenauer's a load. 6'1", 204 is what he's listed at. And Lindahl's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be dragged down. He gets positive yardage inside the 15 to about the 13. Got 3 on that. Going to be 2nd down and 7. They can get a first down near the 6-yard line. Trying to get the equalizer here after Edgar took the early lead. Clock moving, 3:45 to play first quarter. You know, the Edgar defense hasn't been challenged much in the last couple of weeks. Pittsville and Shiocton couldn't put much offense together the last 2 weeks, but this Lourdes offense is a different animal, and we're seeing it here on this drive. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer up the middle and going to be tackled after a short gain, short of the first down. Schreiber in on the stop once again. Weiland in there as well. Ball marked at the 11. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5. They run those runs out of the shotgun. They've got Ridenauer back there next to Lindahl in the gun. Once again, 4 receivers. Here comes a blitz. Lindahl's going to roll out. He's being chased. He throws. He's got a man, but he's going to overshoot him in the end zone. And it's going to bring up a 4th down play. Now we'll see what Lourdes decides to do. Lindahl showed an arm there. I mean, he was throwing on the run across his body, and he sailed it over the head of his intended receiver in the end zone. 4th down and 5. They're going to go for it here. So a big moment for the Edgar defense early in this one. Wing right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the near side. Actually, double wing formation. And now he's going to roll out. He wants to throw. He's being rushed. He avoids the sack. Still running. Now he throws. It's going to be over the head of his intended receiver. Incomplete. And the Edgar offense will take over on downs as the defense comes up with a big 4th down stop. Lindahl showing his throwing arm, and that was a bullet, but well over the head of his intended receiver. He was able to avoid the sack as well, but the Edgar offense takes over on their own 11-yard line. 1st and 10. So back to the line they come. Leighton Schuett splits out wide right. Strite will operate out of the gun. He's got 2 backs there with him. Wing comes in motion. They're going to hand it off, and a nice cut. Maverick Butt now down the sideline. Now he gets out and knocked out of bounds. Butt was going to be tackled for a loss, and he was able to make a nice shifty move to get free and picked up positive yardage out across the 25-yard line all the way out to the 28. Pickup of 17 on the carry for Maverick Butt. Yeah, it was a nice little jump cut in the backfield to avoid being tackled for a loss. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats again. Strite will go under center this time with the I backfield behind him. And he wants to throw. They're going to try to get it to Maurer. It's going to be knocked away incomplete. Good defense there by Lourdes. Johnny Santiago got there just as the ball did, trying to get it to Gavin Maurer. It's going to be incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. So Maurer and Schuett both come out of the game here now. Contreras is in the game, as is Schreiber. They are the wideouts. Split backfield straight under center, and they're going to delay the handoff, and now Butt's trying to get around the end. He's going to be grabbed and tackled for a loss. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Somebody got a handful of jersey and dragged him down, and it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Call it no gain on the play for Maverick Butt. Schuett comes back in now, as does Maurer. These 3rd and long plays are a lot of times when they go to Leighton Schuett, just throw the ball up and have Schuett try to out-jump his defenders. Let's see what they try to do here. Schuett's going to come to the near side. Santiago comes out to cover him. Man in motion, that's Maurer. Strite going to hand it off to Hackle. Now he cuts it back, but he's not going to get enough. Got it out to the 29, and that's going to be a stop and a punting situation here for the Wildcats. He picked up maybe 1 on that. And a good series there for the Oshkosh Lourdes defense as they force a punt here and should get decent field position. Our game brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. And here comes the punter. It's a good one. It's a boomer. Fair catch is going to be called. That's loose. The ball's loose. Edgar's got it. A muffed punt. Fair catch was called by Ryder Mullen, and he backed up too far. Ball went off his hands on the muff, recovered by the Wildcats. Austin Schreiber gets the recovery. We've been calling his name a lot in the early going here tonight. And Edgar, after a good defensive stand by Lourdes, Edgar will get the ball back now in Lourdes territory at the 35-yard line on the fumbled punt. Big plays like that can make the difference in games like this, no question. And now let's see if Edgar can take advantage of it. They lead at 8-0, straight under center. Offset backfield behind it. Wing to the right. And they're going to hand it off and try the left side. This is Butt. And he is going to be knocked down after a short gain. This Lourdes defensive front has been pretty stout so far. Yards are hard to come by. call it a pickup of maybe 2 on that for Maverick Butt. It's going to be second down and a long 8. And that might have been the last play of the first quarter. We'll see if they try to get another one off. We're down to 16 seconds. They're going to hurry to the line and try to get one more play away here. Strite under center. Hand it off, quick handoff to Hackle, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain. Maybe got it down to the 30. Maybe a pickup of 3 on that, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter. First quarter in the books. Edgar leads it here 8-0. Back in a moment. You're watching playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Warner Insurance Agency is a family-owned insurance business that has been helping customers with all of their property and casualty insurance needs for 3 generations. Let Warner Insurance help with your small business, farm, home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. Warner Insurance, proud supporter of the Edgar Wildcats.
Make your next event a memorable one with D&T Rentals. Choose from several inflatable bounce houses, obstacle courses, and water slides. Or make a splash in our dunk tank. We also offer tents, tables, and chairs for the perfect party package. D&T Rentals is a family business who serves all of central and northern Wisconsin. We set up and pick up for a hassle-free experience. Visit us online at dntbouncerentals.com or call 715-892-0959 today.
Tom King back here at Edgar, where the Wildcats have the football. 3rd down and 6 on the Oshkosh Lourdes 30-yard line. Schuett comes out wide to the near side. Butt and Hackle in the backfield. And they're going to hand it off to Maverick Butt. Straight ahead, spins. Can he get to the first down? He's going to be close. I think he's got it.
Maverick Butt, ball carrier.
They're going to mark him at the 26. Is that enough for a first down? They're going to mark him short, it looks like. 4th down and inches. I would call for a measurement here. It sure looked like he had it, but they're going to call it 4th down and less than a yard, so obviously they'll go for it here. Tucker Strite did a quarterback sneak the last time they had a short yardage, and now Lourdes is loading the box. They've got everybody up front. They're going to try Butter on the left side. Did he get there? I think he did. He didn't need much. He got it across the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down for the Wildcats. Boy, they could have audible to a pass there, and Lourdes had nobody covering anybody. They had everybody up at the front line. Instead, they give it to Butt and pick up the 1 yard they needed. 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. Schuett wide right. Offset backfield behind Tucker Strite under center. Wing to the right as well. They're going to hand it off to Hackle, and he's going to be knocked down after a short gain again. He just hasn't been able to get enough space to use that speed yet. They're going to mark him at about the 23-yard line. 3 on the carry for Hackle. Going to be 2nd down and 7. Back to the line they come. Strite under center. Same formation. Strite's going to try the counter play to Maurer, and he's going to be knocked down. Boy, they had that. Looked like it was open. But one of the Knights stepped up there. I think that was Jacob Bogardius, who came up and made the stop on Gavin Maurer after a short gain. Picked up about 4. It's going to be 3rd down and a long 3 here for the Wildcats. Once again, probably 4-down territory for Edgar. Keep the ball in your possession, grind it out, and keep that high-powered Lourdes offense off the field. Schuett's going to split out wide to the far side this time, and they're going to try wing to the left. Lourdes showing blitz. They're going to hand it off to Butt. He's got some running room, a stiff arm, breaks a tackle, 1st down and more as he steps along the sideline, stepped out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It appears it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Pickup of about, they're going to mark him at about the 7, so Picked up 11 on the carry for Maverick Butt. And once again, he was going to be stopped for a short gain, but a big stiff arm knocked down the defender, and Butt was able to keep going and pick up the first down and more. First down and goal from the 7-yard line for the Wildcats. Stride will operate out of the gun. They're not going with that trips backfield tonight in this situation like they normally do. Contreras is split wide right. And Stride wants to throw. He's got a man. Maverick Butt open. It's going to be a touchdown. Maverick Butt wide open. Nobody went with him. He caught the ball at about the 4-yard line and took it in for a 7-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Stride to Maverick Butt. And it's 14-0 Edgar pending the conversion. And they're going to go for 2 points. No, they're going to kick this one, it appears. Jarvis Covent in to kick the extra point this time. Strite will be the holder at about the 10-yard line.
Jarvis Covent now on for the PAT attempt.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. 15-0 Edgar, 9:18 to play here in the first half. Back after this, you're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843, and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
Whether you are planning a wedding, banquet, or in need of catering, Rib River by Accentu is the ideal choice for hosting and planning your next event. We offer exceptional service, a variety of meal options, and customizable pricing options to meet your needs. It is our job to make sure your next event is nothing short of perfection. Contact us at 715-870-2494.
And we're back here at Edgar High School, 9:18 to play first half. 15-0 the lead now for the Wildcats. Jarvis Covent will kick off. As we mentioned, only a handful of teams still alive in the playoffs from Central Wisconsin. Medford is playing tonight. DC Everest on the road at Waunakee. Stratford playing Lake Country Lutheran. And that's it, along with the Edgar Wildcats. Here's a squib kick. Going to be off one of the players for Lourdes. And then the deep man picks it up, and he is going to be knocked backwards quickly.
Nolan Gibson on the return.
In on the stop for the Wildcats was Ty Schnelly. Schreiber in there again as well.
Along with Kenan Van Ornum.
So it's going to be first down for the Knights at their own 28-yard line.
Flores will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Got an updated score. DC Everest keeps it rolling. Their offense has been incredible this year. They're leading Waunakee 14-0 in the first half. Knights out of the gun. Lindahl's going to keep it, run straight ahead. He's going to be dropped for a loss again.
Wade Lindahl, the ball carrier.
Was it Gavin Maurer on the stop? And a loss of 2 on the carry for Lindahl.
Tackled by Wyatt Klocksheim.
Wyatt Klocksheim in there as well on the stop. Second down and 12.
Loss of 2 on the play will bring us second and 12.
So far so good in keeping this Lourdes high-powered offense in check, especially the running of Wade Lindahl. They've got the double wing formation, 2 receivers out to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now man comes in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, and this is going to be Ridenauer trying to get the corner. He's going to be knocked down. He picked up a couple, maybe got 3 on that to the 30-yard line. So it's going to be third down at about 8.
Gavin Bauer and Ty Schnelly. Gain of 4 on the play will bring up third and 8.
Third down and 8 here for Lourdes from their own 30-yard line. They've only had a couple of completed passes, one of 17 yards and one of 10. Other than that, Lindahl 2 of 4 through the air. He's carried the ball 8 times, but not for very much yardage. In fact, 4 of his 8 carries have been for a loss. Now he wants to throw. He rolls out. Being chased. He gets rid of it. It's caught, but it's going to be only a pickup of about a yard. It's going to be a punting situation. They completed the pass, but it was not for very much. And on the stop was Wyatt Klocksheim again. And it'll be 4th down and about 7. And you would think they would punt this away. They're going to line up to go for it, but you got to be kidding me. They're not going to go for this. Are they just going to try to get Edgar offside? Are they really going to go for this? They are. They're going to. There's going to be a pitch back and then a punt. And it's a good punt. And it's going to go out of bounds. Now a flag flies in. On the far side of the field, there weren't any players near where the flag flew. They're going to call that an illegal formation. They snapped it to the quarterback, who pitched it to the man coming in motion, who then punted the football. It's going to be a sideline violation against the Wildcats. It's going to be a warning, sideline warning against Edgar. So Edgar will have the football. Yeah, that flag came way over here on the near side of the field where the official was running up along the Edgar players and coaches. So sideline warning against Edgar. And it's going to be a first down for the Wildcats after that punt at their own 38-yard line. Well, Lourdes has tried a onside kick to start the game. Now a wacky kind of punt instead of just lining straight up in punt formation. Now Edgar straight under center. Going to hand it off to Butt, and he breaks a tackle in the backfield, but he's going to be swarmed under for a loss of a yard. Nowhere to go for Maverick Butt that time. This Lourdes defensive front is pretty stout right now, not giving up a lot of yards on the ground. Butt got a couple of big carries early, a 23-yarder and a 17-yarder, and Strite had that quarterback sneak for the touchdown, but for the most part, Hackle hasn't been unleashed yet, and so it's going to be 2nd down and 11 here for the Wildcats. They still have not attempted a pass to Leighton Schuett, who's trying to break that career record here tonight. Split backfield behind him. Now a fumble. Strite's got a fall on the football. No, he didn't get it. Lourdes has it. The turnover is Strite didn't handle a snap that time, and Lourdes will have the football on the Edgar 35-yard line. Big turnover right there gives Lourdes some hope with 5:59 to play here in the first half. Looked like Tucker Strite was able to fall on that fumbled snap, but one of the Lourdes players beat him to it.
Lourdes will start 1st and 10 at Edgar's 36-yard line.
So a first down for the Knights at the Edgar 36. So let's see what the Edgar defense can do here on a short field. Lindahl will operate out of the gun once again, sending out 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, double wing formation once again. Man comes in motion. They're going to pitch it again to Ridenauer, and he is going to be met and driven backwards. It was a little pitch forward. I guess they call that a pass, but it was more like a little pitch forward. Only a pickup of about a yard on that. Ridenauer, for a big guy, he's sort of tentative as he cuts the ball upfield, and that allowed the Edgar defense to pursue and knock him down for a short game. 2nd down and 9. Once again, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Double wing formation, Lindahl by himself out of the gun. Straight drop, he wants to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run, and he is going to be knocked down. Positive yardage, though, down inside the 35 to about the 32. Picked up a couple on that, maybe 3. And it's going to be third down and about 7, maybe 6, long 6.
Get a 3 on the play, it'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Three receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer straight ahead, breaks a tackle, carrying tacklers this time, down inside the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down. Picked up about 8 on that. It's going to be a first down for Oshkosh Lourdes, just inside the Edgar 25-yard line. So Lourdes trying to make this a one-possession game before halftime. Clock moving, 4:12 to play. Lourdes has 2 timeouts remaining as well. Ridenauer back in the gun with Lindahl this time. And he's going to hand it off. No, Lindahl's going to keep it and take it down inside the 20 to about the 19. Pick up about 6 on that.
Tackled by Austin Schreiber and Ty Schnelly.
A little read option that time and picked up 6. Going to be second down and a long 4, maybe 5. Long time in the huddle for Lourdes here. They may have to take another timeout. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off. And now we're going to get movement. Illegal procedure against Lourdes. Yeah, they took a long time in the huddle, and by the time they got to the line, they had to try to hurry, and somebody got a little jumpy there, so they back them up to about the 24. It's going to be second down and 10. Clock continues to move, under 3 minutes to play in the half. They've only got 2 players out here covering 3 guys. Strite's playing center field at safety. Now Edgar's showing blitz. Lindahl's going to hand it off. No, they couldn't decide if he was going to hand it off or keep it. And they both ran into the line. Both had their hands on the football. That was a read option, but there was no read there. They just both hung on to the football and got tackled for no gain. I'm not sure who to give the rushing attempt on that to. Was it Lindahl or was it Ridenauer? They both had their hands on the football. So it'll be third down and 10. Receivers all wearing play charts on their wrists as they check them as they run out to their set positions. Lindahl wants to throw. He's got time. He throws. It's going to be knocked away. Good defense out there by, who is that, Maurer? That's actually Schuett on the coverage. Incomplete. And it'll bring up a fourth down and 10. I would imagine they'll go for it here. Clock stopped with 1:56 to play in the half. Express Employment, one of our great sponsors. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Fourth down and 10 for the Knights as they come to the line. Edgar playing a sprint-out defense, trying to prevent a long pass here to the end zone. And now they're going to be a timeout called by the Knights, and we'll take one as well. 1:56 to play first half. Edgar leading 15-0. Back in a moment. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
The In-Between since 1970. Bar, restaurant, and campground. Great food served by a staff that'll treat you like family. The best homemade pizza you'll find outside Chicago, and great sandwiches. Family-friendly with a play area for kids. We're having fun right here in the Northwoods. Open 7 days a week. The In-Between. bar, restaurant, and campground. Located on County Road I north of Tony. Visit us on Facebook.
Edgar Lanes is a proud sponsor of Edgar football. We offer a wide range of youth and adult leagues, tournaments, fundraisers, and bowling parties. Also, try our delicious homemade pizza or something off the grill. Edgar Lanes, where friends and family come to meet.
All right, we're back here at Edgar High School. Lourdes comes to the line, facing a 4th and 10. Out of the timeout, let's see what they came up with. He wants to throw. He's got lots of time. A bullet, wide open man at the 15-yard line, and he's going to get the first down. Down near the 11. 13-yard completion.
13 on the play, gives Lourdes 1st and 10, and Edgar's 11-yard line.
And 10. I think they were going to go in the first half.
So it's 1st and 10. They hurry to the line. Read option. Lindahl keeps it, and he's going to be dropped for no gain.
Wade Lindahl, the ball carrier.
Slowed down, I think, by Stonkey, and then Schuett made the stop. And he kept him in bounds as well, so that clock will keep moving. Lourdes only has 1 timeout remaining. They now face a 2nd down and 10 on the 11-yard line. Well, I'll tell you what, if Edgar can get a stop here, you've got to like their chances to win this game. Going to halftime with a 2-touchdown lead. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being flushed out of the pocket. Now he throws. It's going to be caught, but not much of a gain there to about the 8 or 9 yard line.
Wade Lindahl's pass complete to Ryder Mullen. Brought down
Ryder Mullen made the catch, but only a pickup of about 3 on that. And it's 3rd down and about 7. And they're going to take their final timeout. So they will take their final timeout. We'll keep it right here with 38 seconds to play in the first half. Our game brought to you in part by a group of our game day sponsors. They include Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Spring Valley and Boyceville. They're playing tonight in Spring Valley. I'm told the game next week, if Edgar would advance, the game would be played in Chippewa Falls. And we'll have it for you here on Zaleski Sports if, in fact, that happens. Edgar leading here 15-0. Lourdes with the football on the Edgar 7-yard line with 38.6 seconds to play. I believe that was a Lourdes timeout, so they don't have any timeouts left. So you got to believe they're going to go to the air here if they can and maybe throw it to the end zone. 3rd down and 7. They can get a first down on the 1. 3 receivers to the far side. Straight drop. Lindahl wants to throw. He's being flushed. Avoided the rush. Now he's going to throw to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Diving attempt to catch the ball at the goal line by Harlan Keene.
Wade Lindahl's pass intended for Harlan Keene.
And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 with 32.2 seconds remaining in the half. Lindell is 4 out of 8 here in the half. Actually, 5 out of 9. 5 out of 9 in the half so far, but certainly nothing like the numbers they put up in recent games. And the Edgar defense has a shutout so far. Let's see if it stays that way. Lindahl wants to throw. He's got time. Slant pattern. It's going to be caught for the touchdown. Or was it knocked away? No, it's going to be a touchdown.
Wade Lindahl's pass complete for a touchdown to Braden Stadinsky.
Braden Stadinsky makes the catch. 8-yard touchdown pass. That was a bullet on a slant pattern in the end zone for the touchdown. And that awakens this Lourdes crowd here tonight. And gets Oshkosh Lourdes back in the ball game on a 4th down play. They get the touchdown pass, and now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Ryder Mullen will attempt the kick here. And long snap. And the kick is going to be wide. No good, wide right. So the score remains 15-6. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Located in Edgar, Wisconsin, Edgar Building Supply operates as a lumberyard and hardware store, assisting contractors, homeowners, and businesses with their building needs varying from roofing and siding to windows and cabinets. Their knowledgeable staff can assist you with planning your project, estimating costs, and drafting blueprints. Get started on your building project today with Edgar Building Supply. Greg's Groots Appliance is the place for all your home appliance needs. Let owners Greg and Tammy Cornack, along with their staff, provide you with quality appliances. Greg's Gruettes Appliance offers professional delivery, installation, and our own service department. Located in Merrill and proudly serving all of central Wisconsin. Greg's Gruettes Appliance. Service with Wildcat pride.
Hey, we're back here at Edgar High School. 27.2 seconds remaining. Edgar has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Doubtful that they will try anything here with just 27 seconds remaining. Just get the football and go into halftime with your lead here and be ready because Lourdes is going to get the football to start the second half. Here's the kick. It's a little squibber. Going to be caught by Schuett. And now he's going to try to get to the far side. He's not going to get there, though. He's going to be dragged down at about the 35-yard line. So Edgar will have the football on their own 35 with 20.7 seconds to play here in the half. They do have 3 timeouts remaining. It remains to be seen if Jerry Sins and his staff want to use those here with just the few seconds left on the clock. Schuett's going to come wide right. They have not attempted a pass to Leighton Schuett so far here tonight. They've got double coverage on him with a safety deep. Strike, slant pattern to Maurer. He's got it. And into Lourdes territory down inside the 39-yard line. Well, that's going to change things now. As they get Maurer right down the seam. And a pickup of... Pickup, let's see, 26 yards on that pass and catch from Strite to Maurer. Edgar takes a timeout. They've got 2 remaining. So now let's see what the Wildcats decide to do here. Obviously, Edgar has some big play capability with some of these players. We've seen lots of long runs, although tonight they haven't been able to bust one of those really long ones yet. Butt had a 23-yard run early in the game. Strite had a 16-yard quarterback sneak, but you got to believe that Lourdes has made an adjustment and fixed that. But once again, as we've mentioned, they have not gone to Leighton Schuett yet. Maybe a jump ball here, deep. Contreras is going to go out wide left. Schuett comes to the near side. Strite's going to operate out of the gun. Double tight end formation. Straight drop, and he's flushed out of the pocket now, avoids the pressure. Now he's going to throw it up deep, and it's going to be short. Oh, just short hopped Leighton Schuett near the 15-yard line. That was like a makeup route right there. As once Strite was flushed out of the pocket, all the receivers were trying just to break open, and Schuett was open, but the pass just short-hopped him a little bit. 3.1 seconds remaining here in the half. So Edgar's got one more shot at it. They want to try to throw deep. Obviously, Lourdes is thinking that. They're playing a lot of their defenders deep. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Out of the gun once again. Strite, now he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be sacked. No, he breaks away from the sack. Still available. He throws it. It's complete. And this is Hackle. Hackle breaking across the 30. Now slipped and went down. The ball came out. Picked up by Butt, but they're going to say Hackle was down, and that's how the half will come to an end. The ball came out as Hackle went to the ground. Somehow Tucker Strite avoided being sacked there and kept the play alive. The pass was complete to Hackle. But it is going to be the end of the first half. Edgar has the lead, but Lourdes will get the football to begin the second half. Edgar up 15-6 as we go to halftime. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Located on Stewart Avenue in Wausau, Royal Heating and Cooling has been serving locally for 20-plus years. A family-owned company, you can rely on Paul Schroefnagel, a native of Edgar, and his team to provide excellent workmanship. No matter your needs, Paul will work with you to figure out a plan in a budget-friendly way to cater to your needs. Contact Paul today to learn more. Find us on Facebook or call us at 715-573-7285.
Hey, football fans, Jason Zaleski here, and welcome to halftime. Got some highlights to show you today during our halftime break. Before we get there, reminder, all games live right now on Zaleski Sports. 5 football games on live right now. Highland is at Owen Withy. If that's your game, back to the second half soon. Trip to go to state on the line in Stanley Boyd with Joe Anderson on the call. DC Everest at Wanakee, 11-player football. These are level 3 football games with Chris Conley on the call. It is Lake Country Lutheran at Stratford. Mike Steinwegner is on the call in Marshfield. Lourdes Academy at Edgar with Tom King on the call. And West Appear and Kaukauna, Brendan Retzloff on the call. The West Appear Phantoms and the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts, a ghouly affair over in northeastern Wisconsin going on right now on Zaleski Sports. Yesterday, over at the Resch Center in Green Bay, it was state volleyball, girls volleyball, getting ready and underway. And we brought to you live Newman Catholic and Columbus Catholic, the 3-seeded Cardinals on Saturday. And here's the winner, brought to you here by Grassland.
Set point, served by Svenis, just off of the kill. Svenis and in! It's an ace for Svenis, and that's the way our first set comes to an end. 25-19, the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals take the match lead here in this Division 5 state semifinal. Set number 2 coming up next. Rally continues at 2-1. There's Waldhauser, tip and down. Waldhauser saw that right side to the right line of the Cardinals left open and took advantage of it. But the binoculars have a hard time finding that ball as it's ping-ponging around sometimes. Here's Spada with the set or the serve, and it's an ace. Shelby Spada, ace, baby. Send it over on the 3-ball. Here come the Cardinals. Middle hit blocked by Waldhauser. Ball still in play. Blocked again, and the block from Gracie Wilczek. Dons fans in unison come to their feet. 24-23, Waldhauser on the serve. And it did not come over. The Cardinals failed attack into the net. And the Dons win the third, 25-23. They take a 2-1 match lead here in this Division 5 state semifinal. Dons fans were already on their feet points ago. They stay on their feet here for match point. Students jumping in unison. Sophie Wilczek will serve it. Match point is in the air. Cardinals, middle, down, and out! It is out! And the Dons are moving to a state championship game on Saturday. They will take on the Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran Lancers. State championship in Division 5 will be on the line for Columbus Catholic Saturday.
Yeah, it's definitely a little scary when you're serving set point, but you gotta just work through it. Just don't look at the score. That's what I do. I take a breath. Just gotta remember, you're here for a reason. You made it this far.
I feel like just to keep the game going, let's make our season a little longer.
I always want to play one extra point, one extra set, of making it as long as possible as we can. I love these seniors so much, I don't want them to leave, and I know next year I won't have them, but having this environment with them can help us prepare next year too, and some of them are my best friends, and I just want a longer season with them.
Coach, you played some tougher competition to start this year. How did that pay off here today?
Yeah, the beginning of the season we had an injury to our senior captain, who's our leader. She might not be the one that gets the most kills, but she's the glue that holds the team together. So we had her, but she was playing with a fractured wrist for 4 weeks of the season. And at the beginning of the season, yeah, we were struggling figuring out our groove. And, you know, looking back on that now, like, we were looking at, hey, every game we were getting better. It humbled us, and it made us hungry. So we see those losses as making us stronger, because sometimes I've had seasons where we start strong and make it, and we haven't made this break to the rush center before. So that struggle in the beginning got us stronger as a team, more bonded as a team, and every practice going in and fighting. And now seeing at the end of the season how much that all paid off, that we never gave up and we persevered through all that.
So Saturday at 9 a.m. we will have an audio broadcast of the Division 5 State Championship Girls Volleyball game. The Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran Lancers are the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed, Columbus Catholic Dons. And again, that broadcast live at around 8:45 with games starting at just after 9 a.m. And you can listen live right here on this channel at Zaleski Sports. And then full video highlights, just like you saw, will be made available later in the day of that Division 5 championship game. We move now to some other highlights that we had. It was state cross country just this past weekend. And here are the finishers that we showed everybody on Facebook at Zaleski Sports of the 2024 Boys and Girls State Cross Country Championships.
Hundreds of Wisconsin athletes made their way to Wisconsin Rapids for the WIAA State Cross Country Championships at Ridges Golf Course on Saturday for the 112th annual meet. A day of running was kicked off with the girls' Division III race. Mallory Cohn of Dodgeland was crowned champion with an 18:08 finishing time. Kohler's Maggie Baylor came in second. Delilah Hedden of Necedah in third. Addie Duhlman of CFC in fourth. Assumption's Lucy Dolan in fifth. Cameron's Inez Schmidt in sixth. Hannah Miller of Kewanee in seventh. Taylor Silla of Independence in eighth. Lillian Paczynski of Kohler in ninth. And Brookfield Academy's Rose Erlander rounded out the D3 girls podium. Kohler won the team title while the Assumption girls took fourth for the second consecutive year, led by Lucy Dolan.
Nervous, and I was just thinking about the race and thinking about how I would run it and thinking about if I would go out fast or try to stay with a strong pace. And I was really nervous, but at the start I was just trying to focus on my breathing. And once the gun went off, all my thoughts went away and I was just focused. And throughout the race I was just trying to keep my pace, trying to work hard and trust my training. But I kind of got in my head and I didn't finish how I wanted to. But it was a good learning experience for next year. And I think I just needed to trust myself and trust that I could have ran harder. But overall, I'm happy with it. It's not exactly what I wanted. I'm really proud of my team. We worked really hard this season.
Now over in Division II girls, Emerson Drobach of Deerfield, Cambridge set a girls' course record with a winning time of 17 minutes, 38 seconds. University School of Milwaukee took the team win, while Bloomer took second, after the Hartman triplets placed 2nd, 11th, and 13th overall for the team. Next up was Division I girls. Muskego's Ella Anschutz won state at 18 minutes 4 seconds. Maisie Alkowski and Elsa Gruber both hit podium for Nina to lead the Rockets to a dominant win with 57 points. The first boys race of the afternoon was Division III. Declan Gregg of Aquinas won the race at 15 minutes 52 seconds, beating out Taylor Karts of Crandon in second, and Ladysmith's Gavin Stewart in third. Isaac Shear of Columbus Catholic came in 5th place. Stratford's Creed Defoe beat out Iola's Ben Beck as they both narrowly missed the podium. Cedar Grove, Belgium took home team gold, winning just over Prentice Rib Lake, who took second. Next up was D2 Boys. Kohler won the team trophy, bringing home a title just after the girls won earlier today. Jack Hefty of Whitewater took home gold with a finishing time of 15 minutes 46 seconds, while Owen Lenke of Wapaka came in second at 15 minutes 51 seconds.
Just first, I want to give all glory to God for this race. But yeah, I mean, the plan was go out conservative first mile and then work it up into the pack and see what I had at the end. And that worked pretty much almost perfectly. I went out in I think about 5 flats, so I was kind of in the back of that front pack there. And then as the race spread out, I just stayed in contact with the front guys, kind of just fed off them. And then at the end, I was tried to close the gap, and the first guy was just a little too far, but I ended up in second. So yeah, it was tough for sure. Not a lot of people back there, so kind of trying to feed off of the front guys' energy, and definitely not the crowd because not many people are back there, but just working up, staying in contact, and seeing what I have at the end, trying to be on their shoulder coming up that hill. It's bittersweet for sure. I wanted to win. I came into it wanting to win, and I fell a little bit short, but I can't complain. I've never been to a state meet for running, and coming up in second, it's pretty good.
Division I Boys was the final race of the day. Onalaska's Manny Putz beat out De Pere's Grady Len at the very end for his second year in a row winning. Elijah Pabin of DeForest came in third, Ethan Olds of Spash in fourth, Remy Strickhartz of Kenosha Indian Trail in fifth, Will Pongonis of Eau Claire Memorial in sixth, Lucas Tanner of DeForest in seventh, Reed Grotenhu of Slinger in eighth, Spash's Cooper Erickson in ninth, and Marquette's Brendan Reardon closed out the D1 podium in 10th. For the third straight year, Stevens Point came away victorious for the team title.
And thanks to Dan Lau for those highlights showcasing our cross-country runners from around the state. And congratulations to all that made the state cross-country event there at the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. Back to football now as we continue our halftime show. Again, Jason Zaleski here. Halftime, your game will start soon. As we'll move now to football highlights from last week. And we show you DC Everest at Madison Memorial and the 7 seed. Even though there were some complications with the seed process, let's just put it like that. If you want to know more, you can contact me specifically, and I can tell you what we think happened. But anyway, the number 7 seed DC Everest beat the 2 seed Hudson in level 1, and then here was level 2 against the 3 seed Madison Memorial.
Little bit high, down to the uprights. It's got the distance. It is good. Their first possession settled for a long field goal. Bangston again, high steps into the end zone. Touchdown, Evergreens! Is up high. Bangston in the backfield. Gets it again between the tackles, breaks through, touchdown! Offensive line won the battle at scrimmage. Empty backfield. Got a throw, looking to Bangston. No one went with him. Bangston's all alone on a defensive breakdown. Bangston to the goal line. Is he in? Yes, sir. Got a throw. Good protection, flinging to the side of the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown, Evergreens! Too good not to be in our highlight house. Bangston carries again. He's got another first down, and he's still going. He's inside the 5. Penalty marker comes into the pile as Bangston is down to the 2, indicating touchdown for Blake Bangston. Tell me a little about the team mindset.
We took about 30 seconds to feel sorry for ourselves and then got to work. And we set the tone as burn the boats, and every playoff game is about, hey, there's no turning back, and we give everything we've got.
Every time that Memorial got closer, you guys had the answer. I thought that showed a lot of resiliency.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great team that they have over there, a lot of explosive weapons that they have. So we knew it was going to be tough to stop them, but our ability to get one stop was huge, and then offensively we knew as long as we took care of the ball and did our job, and don't beat ourselves, we were going to be fine tonight.
And it looked like the offensive line was consistently winning at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, I cannot give enough credit to those boys up front. They really do it all. I'm just running behind them. They create the holes. They get a push for me. So, I mean, literally all of that credit goes to the O-line. Can't thank them enough for that.
How are you feeling physically? Because you carry the ball a lot in these games.
Yeah, I mean, every Saturday I'm a little banged up, but we got a good rehab going, and I'm good to go by Sunday. So.
And again, it's DC Everest at Wanakee. Chris Conley on the call again this week. Level 3 action on ZaleskiSports.com live right now and at halftime right now as well down from Dane County. Our final football highlight, our final highlight that we'll show you during this halftime break, it was a rematch. Central Wisconsin large conference foes, Stratford, Amherst, and they have met so many times over the last few years in playoff style football. Of course, Stratford got the best of Amherst in Stratford in week 8 of the regular season, and on the way, Stratford undefeated conference champions in the CWC Large, and there were the Amherst Falcons calling again last week in level 2 at neutral site Marshfield. Here are those highlights now.
And Nerdahl breaks a tackle, and he's going to go in all the way from 22 yards out. And Amherst gets on the board first. His Tubbs, and he's going to keep it and go off right tackle. And he's got an opening. He could go all the way down. He's at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Jack Tubbs, final play of the first quarter. He goes 61 yards. Gladowski back to pass. Looking for a receiver. And it's intercepted. Gainer in motion. And hands off to Vanderhoff off the left side. He could go in. And yes, he goes around the left side and goes in for a touchdown from 17 yards out. And it could be a touchdown. Yes! Touchdown by Jack Tubbs, going off the left-hand side and giving a little more security for the Tigers as they take a 20-7 lead.
I mean, even Colton Bright, I mean, the passes he knocked down here towards the end of the ball game, I mean, he was all over the place. I mean, all of a sudden I'm calling his name on the right side of the field, I'm calling it on the left side of the field. I mean, he was just all over.
Yeah, he's a special player. Made a great catch down there to get us close down to the end zone. You know, he's got a huge future ahead of him, and I'm glad he's playing at a high level right now. You can tell he jumps right in and not afraid to tackle at this time of year is also.
Great defensive job on defense tonight. In fact, these last few plays where you knocked him away, I'm making the comment. I says, my gosh, Colton Bright on the right, Colton Bright on the left, and it's like you're knocking him away. Great job defensive-wise.
Yeah, we had to be all over the place making plays. You can't really let up anything against this well-coached team, you know. And you just got to make stops when you need it, and then get the ball back and score touchdowns.
Jack, great ball game.
And we're back here at Edgar High School. We're at halftime with the Wildcats leading 15-6 in this Level 3 playoff game with Oshkosh Lourdes Academy. Let's take a look at some of the numbers from the first half. Not much doing for either team on offense. The Lourdes Knights with 113 yards of total offense, 60 yards rushing, 53 passing. This was a high-powered offense that the Edgar defense has shut down for the most part here so far tonight. And their high-powered quarterback, Lindahl, has just 19 yards on the ground and those 53 passing yards tonight. They do have a touchdown. They scored late in the first half on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Wade Lindahl to Brendan Studinsky, and that's the only points of the game. The extra point was no good. The Wildcats got on the board in the first quarter on a 16-yard quarterback sneak from Tucker Strite. The 2-point conversion, Strite to Gavin Maurer, made it 8-0. And then in the second quarter, it was a 7-yard touchdown pass from Strite to Maverick Butt, and the extra point made it 15-0. Now it's 15-6. Edgar's offense, 96 yards rushing, 39 passing, 135 yards of total offense. Maverick Butt caught that 7-yard touchdown pass. And Tucker Strite, 3 out of 6 in the first half. 96 rushing yards led by Butt. He had 57 yards on the ground. Will Hackle with 19.
Wade Cole teeing it up, deep to receive.
The winner of this game takes on either Boyceville or Spring Valley, and Boyceville leading at the half in that game 14-6. That game would be next Friday night in Chippewa Falls, and we would have it for you here on Zaleski Sports. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Fleet Farm, here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-have, safety essentials, and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all the top brands at Fleet Farm. There's the kick. It's going to take a bounce and field it at about the 25-yard line and dropped at about the 28.
Ryder Mona on the return, brought down by Ty Schnelly.
Ty Schnelly made the stop on special teams, and it'll be Lourdes back on offense here. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
Lourdes will start 1st and 10 at their own 29.
They're going to make it mark it at the 29, so call it 1st and 10 from there. And they'll come out with 4 receivers in the formation and Lindahl working out of the gun. They're showing blitz. They're going to keep it on the ground, and that's Ridenauer. Actually, Lindahl, the quarterback, brings it ahead and got it across the 30 to about the 31. Call it a pickup of 2 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 8. I gave him about 3 on that. Call it 2nd down and 7.
Get it 2 on the play. Let's make it 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, he is the drink. He is the drink. He's the whole cocktail. He's the little umbrella. See the umbrella too?
4 receivers in the formation. Actually 3 this time with a wing to the right. They're going to read option. Lindahl's going to keep it, breaking a tackle and falling forward across the 35. It looked like he was being tackled for no gain, but he was able to pick up positive yardage to about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38. Picked up maybe 5 on that and call it 3rd down and a couple. They have not been able to hit the big home run yet. Ridenauer had a 22-yard run early in the game, but they haven't been able to bust a big one yet. 3 receivers to the far side. And it's going to be Lindahl again who will keep it, and he will pick up the 1st down, powering ahead across the 40 before being driven backwards. They're going to give him the 41-yard line, and that'll be a pickup of 4 and a 1st down for Oshkosh Lourdes.
Tackled by Tucker Strite. Gain of 4 on the play. We'll put the ball at Lourdes' 41-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Knights. They've been pretty predictable so far tonight. But now they're going to stack 3 receivers to the right. 1 to the far side. Ridenauer back there with the quarterback, Lindahl. Once again, Edgar showing blitz, and they're going to drop him for a loss. Ridenauer grabbed it.
Brady Ridenauer, the ball carrier. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Corey Keppel.
Corey Keppel made that play.
Loss of a yard on the play will bring up 2nd and 11.
And to call it a loss of a yard, probably should have been more than that. They gave him a pretty good spot there near the 40-yard line. And it will be 2nd down and 11. Once again, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Once again, another blitz coming. They pick it up. Lindahl throws. It's going to be caught near midfield. It's going to be short of the 1st down. They're going to mark him at about the 49-yard line. That's going to be short by about a yard, maybe 2. Pickup of about 9 on that on the pass and catch.
Gain of 9 on the play will bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd down and a couple. Ball at about the 49-yard line. They had 2 receivers out in that general area. Lindahl's going to keep it. He's going to break a tackle. No, he's not. He's going to be dropped on the blitz. That was Will Hackle coming in and dropping him back at about the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 5. Big play by Hackle. Loss of 4 on the play. Maybe 6. Maybe I call it 5. 4th and 5. They got the ball marked across the 45-yard line. And they're going to line up to go for it here. They know they got to take advantage of having the football because that Edgar offense is able to grind it out. Or are they going to try the pitch back for the punt? And they will pitch it back, and they're going to punt it away. And it's going to be Tucker Strite lets it roll, and it's going to roll dead near the 15-yard line. So the Edgar defense gets a stop, and now they'll get the football back, leading 15-6. Our game brought to you in part by our game day sponsors. They include RJH Process Fabs, JBC Screen Printing, the Edgar Football Alumni, the Butts Garage, Kaiser Properties, and PBA Trucking. So it's 1st and 10 Edgar at their own 15-yard line, and they'd like nothing more than a long, grinded-out drive that takes most of the clock off here in the third quarter. Strite will be under center. Empty backfield, actually. He's got a wing to the left. Double tight end, and Strite's going to hand it off. Quick hitter, and not much there, maybe a couple. That's Maverick Butt on the carry. That was a really tight formation there. Butt picks up a couple. 2nd down and a long 8. They're going to say they gave him 1. All right, 2nd down and 9. Schuett comes to the near side. They have still not targeted Leighton Schuett. Schuett looking for 1 catch to break the record for catches in a career. They're going to hand it off inside to Hackle. He got it out to the 20-yard line. Picked up maybe 3 or 4 on that. 3rd down and 5 here for the Wildcats. That's Lourdes defense much tougher than what Edgar has dealt with the last 2 weeks of the playoffs. I mean, those games the last 2 weeks were over by halftime. They beat Pittsville 36-0. They beat Shiocton 37-0. A little bit tougher here tonight. They lead at 15-6. They have the football, 6:20 to play in the third quarter. Strite will operate out of the gun, 3rd and 5. And they're going to hand it off and try to get the edge, and once again, nowhere to go. The Lourdes defense stops as Butt is dropped at the 30, or at the 20, that is. Call it no gain on the play, and in a punting situation for the Wildcats, they're going to give the ball right back to this Lourdes offense. Couldn't even pick up a 1st down on that possession. I understand you want to grind the clock and keep that clock rolling, keep the ball on the ground, but you've got a weapon in Leighton Schuett, and they have not attempted a pass to him yet in this game. So a punt from inside the 10-yard line. Snap is good. Dakota Ellenbecker, a high, short punt. And it's going to take an Edgar bounce, but it's going to be dead in Edgar territory. Lourdes will start at the Edgar 48-yard line. You're asking a lot of this Edgar defense to keep coming up with stops. And now it'll be a short field for Lourdes, starting on the Edgar side of the 50. Nicolay Bank is one of our great sponsors. They offer personal banking at its best. They have locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. Lindahl out of the gun. Straight drop. Wants to throw across the middle. He's got a man behind the defense. Tucker Strite's got to make a tackle near the 20-yard line. Are they going to wipe that play out? Did they never put the ball in play? Oh, that's going to Oh, the Lourdes fans aren't happy about that. They had a play right down the middle for a big gainer down near the 20-yard line. They're going to say that the ball was never put in play. Holy cow. That could be a reason why that guy was so wide open. The Edgar defense knew that the play hadn't been whistled live yet, but so they've wiped out the play. It'll be 1st and 10 still at the 48-yard line. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Lindahl out of the gun. Edgar showing blitz again. Here they come. Flushed out, and they're going to drop Lindahl for a loss back inside the 45-yard line. So that play is going to loom big. That wiped out long pass completion. And you know that the Lourdes folks are going to talk about that for a long time. But now a sack back inside the 45-yard line for a loss of about 4. Second down and 18 now. They're just dialing up blitz after blitz after blitz. They're sending extra people almost every play. So it'll be second down and 18 here. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Once again, this time they don't blitz. Lindahl's going to carry the football and pick up positive yardage across the 45, back near the original line of scrimmage. Actually, no, he's going to be short of that. Going to get it back to about the 48-yard line. And a gain of 3 on the play here. That sack beforehand was for more than the -4 yards that I said. It was actually closer to -8. So Lindahl gets 3 of it back. It's going to be 3rd down and 15. They've only attempted 1 pass here in the second half. Now they've got to hurry to the line. They're going to have to hurry to get this play off and get set. Receivers are set. Barely, no, they weren't set. Here comes the pass. It's going to be caught, but that play's coming back again. It's going to be 1st down, but that's wiped out. Going to be wiped out by a penalty. The receivers were not set, so that's coming back. Illegal shift against Lourdes. They did not. They hurried out of the huddle, but they had to hurry to get the play off, and the receivers were not set.
After the penalty, that'll bring up 3rd.
So 2 big plays here in this possession have been wiped out one by the ball not being put in play and another by a penalty here. 3rd down and very long here now. It's going to be longer than that. It's going to be longer than 3rd and 15. They're going to hand it off. This is Ridenauer straight ahead. Not much there, maybe a couple. And 4th down. Now, the question is, what does Lourdes do? Trailing 15-6, 3 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. They'll probably punt. So the Edgar defense, with a little help that time, should get a stop. Gavin Maurer and Maverick Butt will drop back deep for what they think will be a punt here. Here comes the shift and the pitch back, and they will try to punt it away, and they'll get it away. It's going to drop, and they're going to let it drop, and it'll be downed by Lourdes inside the 30-yard line. So the Edgar offense will get it back on a good stop by the defense. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted local affordable service. So now the Edgar offense has to get something going here. They haven't been able to accomplish a lot against this Lourdes defense. They have been struggling to pick up 1st downs in this game. They had they had maybe 2 sustained drives, and they both led to points. Man comes in motion. That's Contreras. Strite wants to throw. He's going to throw it deep to Contreras. It's going to be overthrown. Good coverage out there. The safety got over to cover, and it'll be second down and 10.
Defending on the play, that'll make it second and 10.
Yesterday targeted Wade Lindahl, the DB on that play. Why not, right?
So it'll be second down and 10. And once again, Leighton Shuett has been used as a decoy for the most part. Yes, he's being double teamed here tonight, but you got to try to get him the football, don't you? Second down and 10. I'm not talking about just trying to set the record. I'm just talking about using one of your offensive weapons. There's the counter play to Maurer. He busted down the far sideline. First down yardage and more. He breaks a tackle. Finally going to go down at about the 45-yard line of Oshkosh Lourdes. About 27 yards on the carry for Gavin Maurer on that counter play.
Gain of 22 on the play.
Biggest
Biggest
gainer of the night on the ground for the Wildcats. And it's a first down at the Lourdes 45-yard line. Clock rolling, 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Wing left, straight out of the gun. And they're going to hand it off, try Maverick Butt. Breaks a tackle, positive yardage, down inside the 40 to about the 39. They're going to mark him down at the 40. So a pickup of 5 on the carry for Maverick Butt. And it's second down and 5. Winner of this game taking on the winner of Boyceville and Spring Valley next Friday night in Chippewa Falls. Second down and 5 for the Wildcats. Out of the gun, Tucker Strite handing it off to Hackle. He's going to try to get the edge. Now he cuts it back, and he's going to be dropped right at the line of scrimmage. That took too long to develop, and it allowed Lourdes to string it out and drop Hackle for a law, or actually for no gain. Call it no gain. Ball mark just shy of the 40. They may be able to get one more play off here before the end of the quarter. Third down and 5. Maybe they'll just let this clock run down, although I don't think they can. They've got to snap it here. Offset backfield, straight under center. Quick hitter inside. First down yardage and more. And that's breaking the tackles. Maverick Butt is going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. He came out of a scrum and busted it into the secondary and then just outran everybody in the end zone. 40-yard touchdown run for Maverick Butt. And Edgar will extend their lead here to 21-6 with 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. So they will kick the extra point here, or attempt to kick it. Jarvis Covent will line up to kick. Covent will put it up, and the kick is good. 22-6. Back in a moment. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Looking for a unique space to host your next event or business meeting? Check out the Milk House at Miltram Farms. You can view the cows being milked by the robots, play in the sand table, or start your own farm on the farm simulator. We have space for up to 125 people indoors, or you can sit outside and enjoy the farm views from our grain bin gazebo and make s'mores on the corn crib fireplace. Check us out on Facebook to see our upcoming events, or go to our website at miltramfarms.com to see availability.
At BAME Insurance Agency, our staff has a genuine interest in finding insurance solutions for you. We'll make finding insurance easy for you by shopping and comparing quotes from multiple companies. As an independent agency, we are a more flexible and competitive option and will tend to your present needs. while also anticipating any changes in your future. BAME Insurance, providing high-quality insurance in central Wisconsin since 1938.
And we're back here at Edgar High School, where the Wildcats have extended their advantage to 22-6. With 10 seconds to play here in the third quarter, Jarvis Covent will kick off. Maverick Butt right up the middle, and just came out of a scrum for a 40-yard touchdown. Here's a short kick at about the 23-yard line, and not much more across the 30. Ranging over to make the tackle. Ty Schnelly got over there to make the stop. And there's still 5.9 seconds to play here in the third quarter, so we'll get one play away here before the end of the quarter. Yeah, they're going to be talking about that sequence of plays there. Lourdes picked up a big gainer, but it was wiped out because the ball hadn't been put in play yet, and then they got a big sack on the play after that. And there was a penalty on a long pass completion as well. Now breaking tackles and into the secondary. That's Ridenauer carrying tacklers across the 45 out to near the 48-yard line. Pickup of 20 on the carry for Ridenauer. One of the bigger runs of the night for Lourdes Academy, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 22-6 Wildcats. Back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Weeks Pub and Grill, located in Rib Falls. Open 7 days a week. Now serving breakfast on Sunday mornings from 8 to 11:30 a.m. A proud supporter of all Edgar athletic teams. Follow us on Facebook for our specials and upcoming events. Thank you to the Edgar community for your continued support.
Warner Insurance Agency is a family-owned insurance business that has been helping customers with all of their property and casualty insurance needs for 3 generations. Let Warner Insurance help with your small business, farm, home, auto, and recreational vehicle insurance needs. Warner Insurance, proud supporter of the Edgar Wildcats.
And we're back here at Edgar High School, ready for our final 12 minutes of this game. Lourdes will have it first and 10. Straight drop. Lindahl wants to throw. Now being rushed and sacked. Ripped to the ground by Lucas Stanke on the sack. All the way back inside the 45-yard line to about the 42. Call that a loss of about 6. So they have just not been able to get much going either on the ground or even through the air. They had 53 yards of passing in the first half, but the longest pass play was 17 yards. But Lindahl's been under all kinds of pressure as Edgar continues to send extra rushers. Now they're going to blitz again. Lindahl's going to roll out. Now the throw is going to be a penalty flag on the play. The pass is incomplete. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what that's going to be about. Might be defensive holding. Let's see. It is going to be defensive holding against Edgar, so that'll help Lourdes out. One of the receivers was going to get by the defender, so somebody grabbed out and took a hold of a jersey, so it'll be second down. But they're going to have to mark off a penalty here. And they'll mark it all the way to the 48-yard line of Edgar, so it's going to be second down and about 6. Second and 6 here for the Knights as they come to the line. Clock did stop on that defensive holding. Lindahl going to hand it off once again to Ridenauer. He turns it upfield and is going to get positive yardage. Short of the first down, got it to about the 46. Pickup of a couple on that for Ridenauer. And it'll be third down and about 5, maybe 4. Call it third and 4. Another big third down play, and pretty soon these are all going to be fourth down situations for the Knights. They're going to have to go for it here, trailing 22-6 as we go into the fourth quarter. 3 receivers out far side, 1 to the near side. Lindahl out of the gun. He's going to keep it and run with the football. He's got a hole, but then he slipped and went down. He's going to be short of the first down. They're going to get him down at about the 44. That's going to be 4th down and a couple here now. Only 2 yards on that carry for Lindahl. So now 4th down and 2. They'll undoubtedly go for it here. Fourth down and a couple. Man in motion. Edgar showing blitz again. Now they're changing the play. Ridenauer slides over to the left. Lindahl's going to keep it and try to get the edge. Will he get there? He will. First down yardage, as Edgar did not hold the edge that time. And Lindahl's able to get it down near the 40-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. Big first down on a 4th down play for the Knights. And it's 1st and 10 at the 40. Two-possession game with touchdowns and 2-point conversions, but Lourdes has got to prove that they can move the football a little bit more consistently. Lindahl wants to throw. Now he's being flushed. Now he throws. It's going to be well overthrown. He just threw that one away, well over the head of his intended receiver. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Ball's incomplete. Late shoot defending on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Our game brought to you in part tonight by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. 9:33 to play, 22-6 Edgar. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts remaining here in the second half. And Lourdes with it, 2nd down and 10 from the Edgar 40-yard line. Lindahl's going to hand it off. Ridenauer straight ahead, nothing doing. Nowhere to go, and that's going to be Shriver on the tackle, I believe. Austin Shriver on the stop. Call it a pickup of 1 on the carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 9. Three receivers split wide right. Straight drop. They're going to try to set it up. A little screen pass. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage, but then an open field tackle by Schuett. And the receiver goes down. Sadinsky made the catch. And it's going to be 4th down and about 6 here, as they mark the ball down at about the 35-yard line. We mentioned early in this game that Lourdes is playing without a lot of their starters. They're missing like 6 starters that are hurt. And they've got some guys playing out of position. One of their offensive linemen playing wide receiver tonight. So now it's a 4th down and 6. Maybe 4th and 5. All right, call it 4th and 5 here. The ball just shy of the 35-yard line. Can Edgar get one more big defensive stop? Because if they can get a stop here, this game is pretty much over, I would think, even though there's 8.5 minutes left. Straight drop, Lindahl. Here comes the rush. He gets rid of it. It's going to be caught. First down yardage inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Making the catch, Harlan Keene. And it's a first down on another 4th down play. They keep the drive alive. They have picked up a first down twice on 4th down plays on this possession. 1st and 10, Knights at the Edgar 27-yard line. Trying to keep their hopes alive here. They need to punch in a touchdown if they want to stay in this game. Ridenauer with the handoff, not much there. Falling forward near the 35, maybe, or the 25 that is, maybe picked up a couple. Corey Keppel on the stop. They're going to mark him down at the 26, so maybe only a yard on that. Call it 2nd down and 9.
Gain a yard on the play, bring up 2nd 9.
And they're going to hand it off to Ridenauer again, and he is swarmed under. No gain, maybe a loss. A host of green jerseys bring him down. Ty Schnelly there, along with a host of his teammates. Wyatt Klocksheim in there as well. And it's going to be 3rd down. Call that a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 10. You can really tell that they have changed their offense here tonight, I think, because they're just not throwing deep as much with those injuries. Now Lindahl's going to have to throw. Here comes the blitz again. He's flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. He was out of bounds. That pass is going to be no good. He was out of bounds. And it's going to be a holding call against Oshkosh Lourdes. I think he was out of bounds when he threw that pass anyway, or close to it. They're going to take the penalty. No, they're going to decline the penalty. Yeah, that was a sack. He ran out of bounds as he threw that pass, so that'll be classified as a sack. And they decline the penalty, and it's going to be fourth down, right?
The play is a loss of 5 yards.
And it's going to be 4th down at about 15.
4th and 16.
So the game for Lourdes really comes down to this right here. This will be the 3rd time they're trying to keep the drive alive on a 4th down play on this possession. But now they've got to go 15 yards to do it. Edgar just bringing huge amounts of pressure every time that Lindahl drops back to pass. Straight drop. Here they come again. Oh, there's going to be another hold. So this play will be wiped out even if it's complete. It's not. Edgar will take over on downs. The flag was thrown. There was a hold as one of the Edgar defenders was coming around the edge. So that holding penalty will be declined, and Edgar will take over on downs, and that basically puts a fork in the Lourdes Knights, you would think, here with 6:38 to play. Edgar leading 22-6, unless there's some drastic turnover situation here. Edgar's looking in pretty good shape to advance. And now the offense will get a chance to grind out some time here. Lourdes still has 3 timeouts remaining, and with 6.5 minutes to play, I mean, there's still obviously a shot, but it gets a lot more difficult right now. So the Wildcats come to the line. Mauer's going to split out wide to the near side. Split backfield. Straight under center. Fumble the snap. The ball's loose. And Edgar, I think, gets it back. Hackle, I think, fell on that football. That's the second bobbled snap tonight that was loose. They lost one earlier in the game. That time they were able to get it back. That would have been a huge play right there, but Hackle's able to fall on the football. Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11. Strite will operate out of the gun here with 2 backs back there with him. They're going to hand it off. This is Hackle trying to get the edge. Can't get there. Did pick up positive yardage out across the 35 and stayed in bounds. So that'll keep the clock rolling. They're going to see he was knocked down at about the 36-yard line, maybe the 37. Call it the 37. It's going to be 3rd down and about 6. But more important, he stayed in bounds and keeps that clock rolling here. Edgar will take as much time as they can to call the plays here. Shuett comes to the near side. They have yet to target Leighton Shuett here tonight. He comes in motion this time. They're going to hand it off to Maverick Butt. Tries the left side and still on his feet. And now the ball came loose again as he was fighting for extra yardage. Who's got it? Edgar got it back again. It's going to be a 4th down. He got it out to about the 40-yard line, and they were lucky to get the ball back again. Fighting for extra yardage. 4th down and about 4. And it'll be a punting situation. Dakota Ellenbecker will come in to punt this away. Clock continues to roll. I'm surprised maybe Lourdes isn't using one of their timeouts to stop that clock here. Ellenbecker will punt. And he's able to get it away. It's a wobbler, and it's going to bounce and then be downed at about the 37-yard line. So that's where Lourdes will have it with 3:58 to play. Edgar leading 22-6. Lourdes gets it back 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. So the Edgar defense, once again, with a great performance tonight so far. After back-to-back shutouts, facing a high-powered offense here, although a banged-up offense, they've only given up 6 points. Lindahl operating out of the gun, double wing formation, straight drop. Here comes the pressure again. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw. It's going to be well incomplete, out of bounds. Edgar sending extra rushers every time and not letting Lindahl get comfortable back there at all. Very rarely has he been able to stand in the pocket and make a measured throw. He's been throwing on the run. He's been under pressure, had guys grabbing at his jersey. He's been sacked a number of times. Just an unpleasant night for this highly skilled quarterback for the Knights. He's been harassed by the Edgar defense all night. Now he rolls out. Now he throws. It's going to be once again overthrown and out of bounds. 3rd down and 10. Clock stops, 3:46 to play. Third down and 10. Now Lourdes sending some new players into the game here. Checking their wristbands to see what the play call is. Lindahl out of the gun. Straight drop. Now he's got time. Now he's going to throw it deep. It's going to be knocked away. Good coverage there. Gavin Maurer on the coverage knocked the ball away. Ball was up, thrown up for grabs basically. It's going to be 4th down and 10 now. I'd imagine they'll go for it here. Down 22-6. So it could be the final play of the season for the Oshkosh Lourdes Knights. 4th down and 10. He wants to throw a little inside screen. The catch is made, and then the player slipped down trying to make a cut near the 40-yard line. And once again, Edgar will take over on downs. Pass was complete to Harlan Keene, the sophomore tight end, but he slipped as he tried to make his cut, and down he went. 1st and 10, Edgar on the Lourdes 40-yard line with 3:33 to play. If Lourdes decides not to stop the clock with their 3 timeouts, 1 first down can probably do this here for the Wildcats. Schuett's going to split out wide left. Strite signaling out to Schuett there. Let's see if they try to go to him here. They're going to try the counter play to Maurer. He's got some running room. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. One man to beat. Now he cuts it back, and he's going to go to the end zone. Great run by Gavin Maurer, and it's a 40-yard touchdown run to put the icing on this one. He broke a tackle, had an lineman outrun, and then there was a defender back near the 5-yard line, and Maurer just cut it back inside and takes it into the end zone for a 40-yard touchdown run. So a couple of 40-yard touchdown runs for the Wildcats tonight. One from Maverick Butt and one from Gavin Maurer. And they will kick the extra point here. Jarvis Covent will attempt the extra point. It's 28-6 right now, pending the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 29-6. Edgar with 3:23 to play. Back in a moment. You're watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
Make your next event a memorable one with D&T Rentals. Choose from several inflatable bounce houses, obstacle courses, and water slides. Or make a splash in our dunk tank. We also offer tents, tables, and chairs for the perfect party package. D&T Rentals is a family business who serves all of central and northern Wisconsin. We set up and pick up for a hassle-free experience. Visit us online at dntbouncerentals.com or call 715-892-0959 today.
And we're back here at Edgar. We're taking a look for you at the Boyceville Spring Valley game. The winner, Edgar here, will take on the winner of this Boyceville Spring Valley game going on right now. And it's Boyceville still up 14-6 on Spring Valley in that one. That game, I'm told, scheduled for Chippewa Falls next week, next Friday night. So it'll be Wade Cowill who will handle the kickoff chores this time for the Wildcats. Straight ahead kick, short one, taking it about the 24-yard line, out across the 30, spinning away, and then dropped outside across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. And that's where Lourdes will get the football back. I didn't think they'd get a chance to get the football back, but it was the long run by Gavin Maurer. Edgar didn't need much time to score. And so Lourdes will get the football back here. 3:17 to play, 3 timeouts remaining, but they trail it now 29-6. Our game day sponsors include Haugum Law, Simplicity Credit Union, Edgar Lanes, BAME Insurance, and DT Bounce Rentals. Lindahl still the quarterback. He is a senior. This will be his final game of his high school football career. Straight drop back to pass. Here comes the rush again. He's flushed out. Now he's being chased. Throws, and once again well overthrown out of bounds. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. I haven't seen any other Oshkosh Lourdes games this year, but I've got to believe that this is, if not the toughest night of the season for Wyatt Lindahl, it's got to be one of the toughest. I mean, he's just not had any time to do much of anything back there. Constant harassment by this Edgar defense. I mean, Lindahl came into this game with just huge amounts of yardage, 841 yards rushing, and over 2,100 yards passing this year. Now a handoff to Ridenauer inside. Powers ahead for a couple. And it'll be 3rd down and about 8. They're just going to let the clock roll on here.
State of 3 on the play will bring up 3rd and 7.
The seniors of this offense playing their final game here tonight.
So 3rd down and 8.
Right now we're on that last play, so 3rd and 7. Ball at the Lourdes 44-yard line.
4 receivers in the formation again, but Lindahl has not had much time to throw here, especially in the second half. Straight drop again. Now he's being flushed again, being chased. Now he throws off his back foot. It's going to be caught if he's in bounds, and he was. It's going to be close to a 1st down, too. That was a great catch right there by Braden Studinsky. That throw was high, but he went up and got it and stayed in bounds. Somehow it's going to be enough for a 1st down. So it's a 1st down for the Knights, down to 2:23 to play, but they have a 1st down just across midfield.
That is a big game.
Lindahl straight drop. Now he's being rushed, and he's going to be sacked way back at the 40-yard line. Corey Keppel getting in there. Keppel will get the sack. Fletcher Weiland there as well. All the way back at the 40-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 11 on that sack. And we go under 2 minutes to play. That's been the kind of night it's been for Wyatt Lindahl. So it's second down and 21 now for the Knights. Another spectacular night for the Edgar defense. They show rush again, or blitz again. Here they come. Inside screen. That was set up well, and Ridenauer has it. He's hit and brought down. Good open field tackle right there. And I think he paid the price for it. Making the stop was Ty Schnelly, but he took a hit on that, but pops right back up. Third down and 12 as the clock rolls down to 1:12 to play. We've got the Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com. I'll head down to the field, catch up with Coach Jerry Sins. We'll also get a player in the house tonight as the Edgar Wildcats continue defense of their Division 7 state championship, and they'll be playing next week with a chance to go to Camp Randall once again. Two receivers left, two receivers right. They're going to hand it off to Ridenauer right up the middle. He's breaking tackles. He's going to be close to the first down, but it's short. Going to be marked down at about the 41-yard line of the Wildcats. Going to be short by a couple. Going to be fourth down and maybe 3, but they may not even get another play off. They're just going to let it go. They're going to let the clock run out, and that's how this one will end as the Edgar Wildcats get the victory here tonight by a score of 29-6. We'll take a timeout, come back with the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. We'll do that next. You're watching playoff football on Zaleski Sports.
And that's the end of the ball game with your final score. Edgar 29.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Cropping Central, conveniently located between Edgar and Stratford on County Road N, 715-352-2843. Let Cropping Central take care of your field plans, yield mapping, crop scouting, and crop protection, including hail insurance. Cropping Central, 715-352-2843, and visit them on County Road N, west of Edgar.
Whether you are planning a wedding, banquet, or in need of catering, Rib River by Accentu is the ideal choice for hosting and planning your next event. We offer exceptional service, a variety of meal options, and customizable pricing options to meet your needs. It is our job to make sure your next event is nothing short of perfection. Contact us at 715-870-2494. The In-Between since 1970. Bar, restaurant, and campground. Great food served by a staff that'll treat you like family. The best homemade pizza you'll find outside Chicago, and great sandwiches. Family friendly with a play area.
And we're back here on the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Edgar head coach Jerry Sins. Well, you've been doing this a long time, so you start getting up to some big numbers. That's 99 playoff wins for you. Congratulations.
Well, thanks. I didn't know that, but it's a good number.
A win next week is 100 and gets you back to Camp Randall. I mean, this Division 7 defense of your championship's been going really well.
Yeah, we've been playing well. Lourdes presented some different problems, and we've seen a lot of times the quarterback was really mobile, had a really strong arm, and could run well too. And but I thought we kind of relaxed in the second half. Thought maybe we were a little nervous in the first half, but I thought the second half we relaxed and played a little better.
The defensive game plan was pretty obvious. You were going to put as much pressure on him as possible and send extra rushers on almost every play, and it worked because he couldn't get comfortable back there at all.
No, like I say, the second half. First half we were overshooting him a little bit and letting him get out of the pocket, so that was kind of the goal. Hey, keep him in the pocket so that the pressure will get to him, and the defensive backs did a pretty good job too. 11's a really good receiver. They had a couple of receivers that were hurt, so that was gave us a little break there too. But overall, yeah, I thought we played smart, and we didn't let them beat us deep, very often, which they've done numerous times, and just played a good all-around game.
Offensively, it took a little while to get going, but you were able to bust a couple of big runs again. Your guys are able to bust those big runs somehow. Maverick Butt up the middle, comes out of the scrum and just outruns everybody. And then Maurer on that cutback, down late on the cutback, just an incredible sight and incredible cutting ability.
Now, there were certain things they were taking away from us, and so we talked about that at half, too, that, yeah, they're taking this away and they're taking this away. Well, all right, maybe we have to try this or try that. And fortunately, a couple of them worked.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Edgar head coach Jerry Sins here on the postgame show as we go to the semifinals next week, hoping to get a trip back to Madison to Camp Randall. We're going to try to get Maverick Butt here in the house. Here he comes. And first we'll talk offense, a little over 100 yards for you again tonight and another big run. Talk about that run up the middle. It looked like you're going to be stopped, and then all of a sudden you come out of there and nothing but end zone in front of you.
Yeah, Tucker, straight our quarterback, he just communicates with us at the line and tells me what I got to do, and I just execute it. With the lineman blocking, it just makes everything work just as well. Let's
talk about the defensive game plan tonight. Obviously, their quarterback's really good, but you guys were sending extra rushers almost every time, and he really had no way to get comfortable, and you really held that high-powered offense down here tonight.
Yeah. The DBs get some credit for getting those coverage sacks, but really we got a gritty defensive line that just keep pounding and getting sacks in hurries every time.
One step away from getting back to Camp Randall. You guys got to be fired up for next week?
Yeah, we're going to focus in practice this week and just focus on our duties every time we step on that field. I'm Maverick Butt, and I'm in the house.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here tonight. Just recapping the scoring quickly for the Wildcats as they got on the board first on a touchdown pass from Tucker Strite. Actually, that was that 16-yard quarterback keeper by Tucker Strite, my mistake. Right up the middle, that got Edgar on the board. Strite also threw the touchdown pass to Maverick Butt, and then we had the 2 long runs in the second half, 40 yards each time, one by Butt, one by Gavin Maurer, and the defense, once again, a sparkling performance. It wasn't a shutout. You aren't going to shut down a high-power offense like Oshkosh Lourdes completely, but they harassed their quarterback enough to get it done and hold them to just 6 points. Your final, once again, 29-6. Edgar advances to the semifinals next week, and we'll have it for you right here. Thanks for watching. This is Tom King. You've been watching high school playoff football on Zaleski Sports.